Welcome to the channel. I am the Gray Cat, and this is a brand new series in the game Foundation. It is a medieval city builder. No mods. New game. We're going to try the mountain map, and we're going to start the game. And as you can see, here we are in the game. You get a big help section, and it tells you many different aspects of the game. We're going to just go ahead and start though. The first thing you need to do in Foundation, it gives you the option of a few different starting territories. We're going to choose this one mainly because it has the 2 berries in it, and it will tell you that there were some mineral sources discovered at proximity. It's there, and there, pretty close to our starting area. And if you click on this one, you get the quests, and it tells you need to build a village center, and that is in the build menu, which is up here on the top right of the screen. It's the second one. Click on that, you'll have the option to build a village center. Choose that, and we're going to place it right in the middle of the tile, and we're going to start construction. And that brings up our villagers. Zoom in, you can see these people. Pretty cool little characters. And so now, the village center quest is complete, and a builder's workshop is now available. So let's go ahead and build our builder's workshop. Let's kind of put it over here in between the stone and the berries and the trees. You can spin it by holding control and moving the mouse. And these little green arrows will tell you where they need entrances. The little blue outline kind of tells you how much space it takes up. So let's put that right there. Start construction on that. That immediately constructs. And now we have a new zone. And the concept of zoning in this game. Up here with the little paintbrush, we have extraction zones, which we need to extract the stuff we're going to be taking, the resources. So we'll outline the berries and the stone, and then we'll go ahead and outline some of these trees here. Let's just go ahead and take all these out. And that's how you make an extraction zone. You also have reforestation, which is an area where they can plant more trees, but you have to build a forester's camp to do that. And we do not have the resources to do that yet, even though it is available. We need to start out with a lumber camp, because that's actually we need to assign new builders. So come over here. If this is checked, it'll show you all the unemployed. Everybody's unemployed right now, so we're going to just choose the first 3 for now, because we actually have 3 buildings that we want to build. That completes the quest to assign a new builder, and now we can place a lumber camp, which we see up here in the build menu. And we're going to put it right over here in the middle of these trees, trying not to take any out of it. Now you can see there's a little saw blade up the top part of that. That's actually the exit. So we'll spin it around this way so they're coming in from the village center. And if we put it, let's see. Yeah, if we put it there, we won't take out any trees. So let's go ahead and start the construction on that. You'll see one of our builders will start gathering materials and taking them over there. So quest completed, place a lumber camp. No quest now, but we know we're going to need some of the stone up here. And that's a stone cutter camp. It's not actually a quest that it ever gives you. It's just that certain buildings require stone, and if you don't have any, you can't build them. So we're going to give them just enough room to get the stone. We're going to back it up as far as we can, because this, as well as the lumber camp, create kind of a negative zone around that where they're not real happy about living nearby. The builder's workshop does not. And you'll see as we go through certain buildings do that. Okay, so our lumber camp is finished. We're going to assign Leonor and Utiline, or Utiline maybe. Oops, don't pause it. Go. Cut some wood, please. And so they're going to start taking out the trees, which will provide us with wood. And let's see. Still no quest, but the next one is going to be, there it is, produce berries. And so for that, we'll need a gathering hut, which produces berries. And we're going to put it over here, spin it around, so it's the little entrance is facing toward the berries. Let's put it right there. Start construction on that. And you see, as they go along, they make their own paths. There are two ways to control them. One with forbidden land, so you could make it where, hey, don't walk over here, we're going to save that for something else later. We don't want a path going through it. Because when they start to build their houses, you create a zone for them to build their houses in, but they will not build a house on an established path. So that's one thing, one reason why you might want to use forbidden land. And I'm just going to leave that up for right now. We'll see what happens. Another way is there are walls, but we haven't unlocked yet. And one of the ways in which you unlock things in this game is you go to the estates panel, which is this little star up here on the top right. And you have a labor, kingdom, and clergy estates, represented by a hammer symbol, crossed swords, and a little church thing. Each of these, this top line is called influence, and you'll need a certain amount of influence in there to purchase these unlocks, so to speak. And the star symbol is splendor, and to get to a certain next level, you would need a certain amount of splendor in that category to get to that level. The first levels on labor and kingdom actually do not require any splendor. The clergy one requires 5, which you'll get that when you build your first rustic church, and as you can see, it unlocks rustic church additional parts, which means you can fancy up your rustic church a little bit. Okay, so our gathering hut is complete. Let's go down here and assign some workers to that. Oh, I imagine the stonecutter camp. Yes, we need stone cutting. Let's go Checolo, Cicelo, and Minehold. And for the gathering hut, we will choose Graciosa. Don't need that many berries right now. We only have 8 people. I think they can eat 1, possibly more per week when they're at this level. A little path heading over to the lumber camp now. Okay, we have produced some berries. Way to go, Graciosa. And now the new quest is stock your resources, for which you get 100 gold coins reward. So you want to build a granary. I know it's pronounced granary, but I like to pronounce it granary, so that's what I'm going to do. Okay, now assign a new transporter, which will be the person that works at the granary, and then you assign berries to that granary. And so we come up here in the build menu again. we choose the granary and we find a spot for that. And I'm thinking right over here. Pretty close, but maybe not right up against the... Nah, let's put it right up against it. Why not? Spin it that way just a little bit so I have room to get through to the gathering hut there. And we'll put it right there, and we'll hit start. And the granary is the first building we're building that does require the stone. It requires 5. We have 4 right now. Hopefully, yes, there it is, 5. So they will be able to build the granary with no problem whatsoever. Starting to get built up pretty good on wood. Let's move Utiline over to the gathering hut. And the reason we do that is because the lumber camp and all other resource gathering buildings will only hold 50. And since we're building the granary now, we'll have an extra place to store berries, but right now we do not have an extra place to store wood. Soon we'll be building the sawmill, which will take some of their wood, so that will help out, but we have a couple more buildings to build first. And we can go ahead and lay those out. It's going to be the well. Which we're going to build maybe here. Yeah, let's build the well there. We won't start it just yet. We're going to need a market, which from the market, there are actually 3 sections to this build menu. You have general, monuments, and decoration. We don't have any decoration right now. We do have a few monuments. One of them is the market, which we will need to actually sell our berries. So you first, to build a monument, because it can be built upon in a modular fashion, you lay out this thing that kind of gives it a locator to start by. And as long as you're going to be building close to it, doesn't really matter. You may want to kind of centrally locate it in an area where you're going to be putting several market stalls. We'll do that. The little white spot is where the person will stand to sell the berries. We want to give them enough room to get to the well and enough room to get to the berries. So we could put it over here, but those are pretty close already, so we'll go ahead and put it right here for now. And our granary is finished, so we can assign someone to the granary. I don't think we have any unemployed, so we're going to take one of the builders. We're going to take Doretta, and we're going to assign berries, and that will complete the quest of stock your resources. And here in just a minute, it's going to go ahead and give us the quest about building the well. In the market, it's fill the needs of your newcomers, also 100 gold coin reward for finishing this one. Build a well, build a market, assign a market tender, and sell the berries in the market. And so we have those, so we're going to go ahead and start construction of the well and start construction of the market. Up here on the top left, you have a villager information panel. Haven't named the village yet. Any suggestions for the name of the village? Put them in the comments down below. And the best one will maybe get named. Tells you how many serfs and newcomers. Talking about housing upgrades. I'll go over that when we get to housing and also immigration. Right now, even though says it's disabled. The check mark means it is enabled. We just haven't got to the point yet where we are allowed immigration, and that will come with the well and the market when they finish, and everyone gets a drink of water and everyone gets a berry. Then that will open up immigration for us. Well is another building that needs stone. It needs 5 stone, which we have, so we're good there. The market only requires wood, which we have. Well, we're still doing good on wood, so even though we're using a lot right at this minute, it's not actually depleting our supply, so that's good. And because like we're going to need, for 8 people, you need like 4 houses, and the houses require wood, so that's going to be 40. And then we're going to be building a sawmill to take the wood and turn it into planks, which is used for more advanced buildings than what we have here. The market is waiting on a builder. And the well is done, and the market is being built. Fiordalise is building the market. Go Fiordalise. Alright, and the market is done. So we assign the berries to the market right there. And then we can assign a market tender. And we're going to take Fiordalise. Since she finished it up, she can go work there. And that fulfills that quest and gives us a new one. Increase your population by maximizing immigration probability. And so assign a job to all your villagers. That's done. And raise the happiness of your village. And so what we will be waiting on is for them to build, like I said before, get them a drink of water and come over here and get them a little bit of berries. And once that they all have it, that will raise it up to 100%, and that will like immediately start the immigration. We should get 2 in on the first run. That's what usually happens. And it will also, once they have arrived in our city center, that will open up the residential zoning. It's not there yet, but it will be soon. So while we wait for these guys to get up to 100% happiness, I think I'm going to end the episode right there. And when we come back next week, hopefully the villagers will be walking into the city. So I will see you next time. I hope you really enjoyed it. Again, leave your suggestions for that village name down in the comments. Give me a like if you enjoy, and subscribe if you want to see more. So that's going to be it. I'm the Gray Cat, signing off. Have a great day.